Alright, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a quick rundown. I'm actually late on this, so I do apologise. But across the weekend, some things happened in my personal life. You don't need to know it, but that's why I'm late on this. But Legendary has revealed a new look at King Kong Foe and the Monsterverse Titan CAMAZOTZ or CAMAZOTZ. Now, this is one which will be appearing in a graphic novel prior to Godzilla vs. Kong. They do this on the lead up to these movies, and I've got to say they're really great at it actually. So Godzilla Aftershock prior to Godzilla King of the Monsters, great, really cool, really cool. Again, that tells a story of what happened after Godzilla 2014 and then events prior to Godzilla King of the Monsters, and obviously this will be events prior to Godzilla vs. Kong. It will probably fill in some gaps of the human aspect, the world aspect, and also what's happening with Kong. Now, in terms of the monster that they're talking about, they are talking about this one, CAMAZOTZ, which is like a bat-like creature. A lot of people kind of thinking it was Batra, things like this. Similar, I guess, to some degree. I know Batra was, a moth, but it's still a bat-like creature, isn't it? So, but basically, there was the Godzilla watch-along, which Legendary hosted over on Twitter. Awesome. What a cool bunch of guys doing that. So cool. They even had the director of 2014's Godzilla jump on as well. It was really cool. It's really nice. It's honest. It's one of those things, guys, that you've got to give them props. Legendary as a studio for doing this. When everyone's inside, they are there, captive audience, and they could not do anything, but they're doing something. They're organising something for the people and the fans that have a lack of entertainment and a dire need for entertainment. They're filling that gap, and it's really nice. Now, this is a report on Bounding into Comics. I'll leave it linked down below just for continuity source sake. But during their recent Monsterverse watch-along, Legendary revealed a new look at a new Titan and King Kong foe called CAMAZOTZ. Now, we'll get into that now. I'll just show you it. This is a brand new image that they showed. It is fantastic. I'll show it to you again in a second because I want to just get through the rest of this article, and then we'll talk about the creature because there's some bits that I want to talk about on it. Now, obviously, the image was showcased during the watch-along for Godzilla 2014, but it's not the first time that we've seen it. I've shown you that one anyway. Now, interestingly, it says, in the video, CAMAZOTZ is described as being of a number of ancient myths. One of the panelists adds that this ancient idea that goes back to Mayan and prophecy, which is the idea that there is a subterranean city-sized death bat in the netherworld that will one day rise up and blind the god King, that will cover the moon and the stars and bring a moment of darkness to our world. Look, regardless of whatever you think of the design, that's a damn badass sort of dialogue there. It's so cool. They conclude with, we were looking for a worthy opponent to give Kong a few problems in our next graphic novel, and this is the character that Kong will face, CAMAZOTZ. Now, the new one is this. So this is what was sent by Legendary over on Twitter anyway. Did you notice the photo of the bat-like creature? It has been speculated that is an early tease of CAMAZOTZ, a recently announced Titan that will be seen in an upcoming Monsterverse graphic novel. Again, love the fact that they're just messing around. So cool. But this is the creature. Now, let's get into it, right? I mean, design-wise, it's not, strictly speaking, just a bat. I mean, it looks almost dragon-like. You can see scaly sort of wings coming up to it. Before it gets the, well, I guess sort of fur. It's kind of like a bat, but not. And it looks like it has a singular horn. From what I can see, anyway, that is a singular horn. It doesn't look like it's coming from the brow line. If we both look together here, we've got the singular horn here. It doesn't look to be replicated on this side, although it might be due to angle. But no, it shouldn't be, because if that's there, you should still be able to see it coming up here. So it looks like it's got one singular horn in the middle. I mean, even if we look at this particular one, you can kind of see it there. It looks like a singular horn. So I think that's cool. Down here, it almost looks like a fish fin, doesn't it? And they do look like scales, or kind of reptilian scales. So that's why I'm comparing it to, I guess, a dragon in sorts. And like I say, this kind of fur is very bat-like. It is very much Legendary's Batra, but not, I guess. And this was teased as well at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'm fairly certain there was a bat teased at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters in the credits. But I love this. I think this is awesome. I really think this is cool. But as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, until we get the graphic novel, I can't do any explained videos on this, but this is definitely my jam. Like, I would love to do a deep dive on this creature. And again, you know, if we get to the old image, you can see it. It's battered and worn and torn. You know, it looks like it's sort of coming out of debris there. Debris all surrounding it. It's a wonder that it still stays afloat. But yeah, it looks fantastic. Really love it. Really like the fact that Legendary are doing this. I mean, props to Legendary. They don't have to do these things. They are. Good on you. Good on you, Legendary. You know, these are the things that will be remembered. And I hope people remember this. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Peruse my Godzilla playlist. There's quite a lot of videos there. Please do go check it out. Big fan. So you might enjoy some of the content. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Mr. H. Take care.